I remember what it was now that I wanted to talk about. I was watching my video that I just made, and I thought, oh, that's it. God sending people to hell for their sexual orientation. That's what I wanted to talk about. I think that's a bit ridiculous. I'm not saying that, openly gay people are going to heaven. But I'm not saying they're going to hell either. It's not really my place to say who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. That's God's place. And as I told somebody else, maybe it was in a video or an email or something, I don't remember. But it's not the fact that you are attracted to the same sex that is sending you to hell. It's when you take on an identity that is not your own, an identity that God did not design for you. And see, throughout the New Testament, or at least in the Gospels, I'm just trying to remember this off the top of my head. Jesus often said, God is going to say to the people who are going to hell, "Go away from me, I never knew you." Well, then who does God know? He knows the identity that He made for His people. Now, this is just my theory. I'm just guessing all of this. I'm thinking about this. This is the thoughts that are going on inside the deepest recesses of my heart. But it seems to me that God knows the identities that He made for us. And when we accept those and bring them into our heart, into ourselves, when we put them on and realize, hey, this really fits me, this really is who I am, then God knows us. But if we don't ever accept His identity for us, He's not going to know us. He's not going to know some other identity that He never created, that He never meant for us, but that we have accepted as ourselves. Does that make sense? This is just how I think. This is how I think about it. I'm sure there's probably some better scriptural, more theological answer or description of this, but this is my best I can do to describe and explain my thoughts on this. Anyway, yeah, I don't think God's like, oh, you like men? Ooh, you're going to hell. No, He's not like that at all. That's not my God. My God is the God who says, look, I have a better life for you. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but I have a better life for you, and I'm not going to force it on you, but here it is, and it's your choice whether you want to accept it or not. And I don't want to force you to go to heaven with a bunch of these arrogant people that you hate here on earth. If you hate them here on earth, you're going to hate them in heaven. And I don't want to force you into going to heaven with those people, but here's an opportunity for your life and your destiny to change, and you can either choose to accept it or not. I'm not going to force you to do either one, and it's your choice. And that's the choice that I was given. That's the choice that He has made open to every single person on the earth. We can accept His better life for us, or we can try to find our own way to fulfillment and happiness and destiny and purpose in life. It's our choice. And I'm not saying that homosexuality is a choice. I mean, nobody ever asks to be gay. Nobody ever chooses to be gay. Nobody ever chooses to be attracted to people of the same sex. But it is our choice to give into it. It is our choice to accept it as our own personal identity. And that's what all of this whole argument is about. It's about not so much saying whether or not homosexuality is right or wrong, or who goes to heaven or who goes to hell. It's finding out who we are, finding our identity, and accepting it as our own, I guess. So it's not that God's like, all excited about throwing gay people into hell. That's not something he's really happy about. But when people accept any identity, whether it be a homosexual identity or a fearful identity or a hate-filled identity, a racist identity, a selfish, bitter, angry, arrogant, snobby, hypocritical identity, when you accept that as who you are, then God does not know you. And why would God let somebody he doesn't know into his kingdom? That's just the way I think about it. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna keep this short. Oh, and by the way, I got my hair cut. Look, it's like all short around the ears, and I just kind of really noticed it on my last video that I just made, because I was like, wow, my hair is really short around the ears, and I don't really like it. But I'm trying to let my hair grow out, maybe if I can have the patience to do so. And I think that once it grows out, it'll look a lot better. But yeah, it's like short. And I shaved. Like all smooth. Sexy. Okay, love ya. Bye.